Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me here at Shanna's Sweets. My name is Shanna and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Kansas. I'm so glad that you could join me for this video using Blossoms in Bloom. This is a stamp set that has a die, and it's actually got a couple different dies with it, and they're pretty big. They're so you can layer and make different parts. So you have this two different layers here that make some intricate parts with a couple little extras here for details. So I keep mine on vent covers that I keep inside my sleeves here. So it does have some stamps here that you can stamp to do some images, and I'll be doing some of that later in future videos. So today I'm going to show you some watercoloring in which I've done to do some shading and make different colors on the die cutting itself, and then use the one detailed to accent the imaging. So I've gotten 3 different colors, actually 4 different colors showing here on my card. So let's start with, I'm going to put a piece of paper towel down, and then I've already die cut with the whiter, so this is the one that I did here, and I've done that with the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Okay, so I want you to see, right now I have this on this little notepad, and I haven't popped anything out except for the extra pieces that this is just space. Okay, so this is going to be just the space in which is going to go on. You can see the background through. Okay, because I want to know where my white is going to be when I'm put the pieces back together like a puzzle. All right, so I'm going to carefully pop these out so that they stay where they are. Okay, so that I'm going to gently move this aside. Now I have some petal pink, and I'm going to squish my petal pink pad together. And then I have some, what we call, they changed out our aqua painters. They're now called water painters, and you get 3 different brush heads. Okay, so you get a really big wide brush head, and then 2 smaller ones. So that's awesome for different projects now. And I'm going to put a little bit of water in my top, and if you feel like this doesn't get, you can't squish it very well, you can take a re-inker and you can add just like a drop to the top and do it that way also, and that will also do it for you. So either way. And then I'm going to color my petals. So right now I'm just doing the petal itself. Okay, so just the petals. Alright, so the rest of this is going to go, we're going to use Granny Apple Green. You can just wipe your brush off like that. I'm going to give my green a good squish. Won't need as much green, of course. Okay, so we're going to let that dry for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and stamp our thank you on our banner here. So our thank you is on one big long sentiment, and I'm not really wanting to cut this, so I'm just going to cover up the U. Grab my black memento. And then I can put thank. Wipe it off with my chamois. And then we'll cover up the thank. And stamp you. Okay. Now we have some Whisper White cardstock here. It's 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to fold it in half. We're going to layer this on a piece of DSP from the Flowers for All Season. And let me just take the heat gun to this for a minute to make sure it's good and dry, okay? I'm going to go ahead and glue this down with some multi-purpose glue. Okay, now let's remember which direction I had this in so that I can put my stuff back. This way. All right, so, and the reason I want to put this down first is because I'm actually going to put some ribbon. So I have Bumblebee and I have crinkle white ribbon, and I'm going to take them together, and I'm going to cut me a strip. Which I just had scissors. So, and I'm going to kind of twist them. Grab 2 pieces of tape here. So I kind of twisted it. Guess I got more than I needed, but hey, better more than not enough. And then we're going to grab our Stampin' Seal, and this will go down on our card base. Guess I didn't layer it on there right because my other one didn't go over the edge. This one does. That's okay. We will just trim off the extra. Because it's not going to fit in the card. All right. Not sure what I did that made that go like that, but whatever. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put this down because I probably should have done it before I put the ribbon on it. There you go, lesson learned. Put your thing down before the ribbon. We'll make it work. So I do have some adhesive back. We do have our own now. This was some leftover. I did this before I got my new one in. So happy we got our new one because I was about out. Okay, now I gotta get all my little extra things out here. All right, so you just want this to line up. I do know that that one's going to go down at the bottom. So it's going to line up with that one. Right there.
I'm just going to fold that one down.
I'm going to take my ribbon here and tie a bow Okay, so kind of like putting a puzzle together. So it takes a little bit of time, but it is relaxing. Just making sure that all my pieces are down good. I'm gonna I got a little bit of glue on my fingers, so I wanna all right. So I got my little double bow here with my ribbon. I'm just gonna kind of straighten it. And I like to use glue dots just to secure, make sure my bows go in the direction that I want it to. So I'm just gonna put a glue dot underneath that to stabilize it. And then I can trim my tails. Then I'm going to put my sentiment down, and I'm going to put 3, even though it's kind of small, because I want it really secured. Then I'm going to use some in color. So I'm going to use the bumblebee. And then I'm going to use some white ones here on the top. And that will finish my card off. So here's one done with bumblebee, and here's one done with cinnamon cider. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I know it was a long one, but it really can be relaxing taking time to put this together. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.